The War Council chamber of the Zorathi Dominion stank of burnt ozone and fear. Holoscreens flickered, projecting the wreckage of a destroyed fleet. Ships worth entire planetary budgets lay shattered, drifting like corpses in the void. Dozens of commanders gathered around the display, mandibles twitching nervously. None dared speak until Supreme Commander Vars clicked his fangs in frustration. Report. What manner of fleet did this? Which empire has such weapons? Admiral Thryn's voice trembled. Not an empire, Supreme One. Not a fleet. Not even an army. We encountered humans. The chamber erupted in confusion. The humans were newcomers to the galactic stage. Primitive. Fragile. Laughably reckless. Vars slammed a claw against the table. A single human fleet did this? Thryn's eyes lowered. Not a fleet, Supreme One. A scout unit. The silence that followed was absolute. Impossible, hissed Commander Rishak. Scouts are reconnaissance. They observe, record, retreat. They are not. He gestured wildly at the holoscreen, where Dominion warships burned. This. But the logs didn't lie. The Dominion had first detected the Terran vessel at the edge of controlled space. By all metrics, it was tiny, a lightly armed corvette, its hull patched with crude alloys, engines jury-rigged to squeeze out impossible speeds. The Dominion had dispatched a strike fleet of 12 warships to intercept. The battle should have been routine. Instead, the humans turned the void into a killing field. The corvette never fought head-on. It darted in and out of sensor range like a phantom, vanishing into radiation belts and asteroid shadows. Dominion captains cursed as torpedoes struck from angles that should have been impossible. Worse, human tactics were insulting. One destroyer reported its life support hijacked by false commands. Instead of venting the crew into space, the human hackers rerouted air recyclers to flood the ship with a chemical that made Zorathi soldiers hallucinate. The terrified crew fired upon each other, convinced they were under attack by predators. Another Dominion vessel was boarded, not by hundreds of Marines, but by 4 humans in void armor. 4. They moved like nightmares through the corridors, setting traps, cutting power, whispering taunts through the comms. The ship's entire garrison of 200 surrendered rather than continue. By the end, only wreckage remained, and the human corvette vanishing into the dark as though mocking them. Supreme Commander Vars replayed the final audio clip, intercepted from the corvette itself. The voice was calm, almost amused. Scout vessel Dauntless, completing recon. Hostile forces neutralized. Proceeding deeper into Dominion space. Awaiting orders. Scout vessel. The words chilled every commander present. If this was what a scout could do, what would a full fleet accomplish? Admiral Thryn's mandibles clattered as he added more grim news. Their technology is not as primitive as believed. Their ships run hot, yes, but that heat masks electronic warfare arrays. Their weapons appear crude, yet they adapt them mid-battle. And their crews, he paused, visibly shaken. They improvise. Constantly. As though war is a game. Commander Rishak growled. No crew fights like that without breaking. Fear should have driven them mad. Not humans, whispered Thryn. Fear only sharpens them. The Dominion commanders reviewed the wreckage logs again. On one hull fragment, they found a human phrase crudely painted in white. It had survived the explosion, scorched but legible. If this is what we send to look around, you don't want to see what we send to fight. Panic rippled through the chamber. The Dominion had fought countless species. Most cracked when pressured, surrendering in days. Others fought valiantly but predictably. None had ever displayed this madness. Humans turned scouting missions into massacres. They treated enemy fleets like puzzles to be solved, games to be beaten. and the Dominion had just given them an opening deeper into their territory. Supreme Commander Vars finally spoke, his voice low and strained. "If that was only a scout unit, what happens when their fleets arrive?" No one answered. Every commander could imagine it, human armadas descending, not with order and doctrine, but with chaos weaponized. Entire sectors burned not by brute force, but by sheer audacity. For the first time in centuries, the Dominion Council felt something alien to them. Something they had inflicted on countless others, but never tasted themselves. Fear. In the darkness between stars, aboard the small Terran corvette Dauntless, Captain Reyes watched the Dominion wreckage fade behind them. His crew of 20 laughed tiredly, patching armor, joking about close calls. "Think they'll report us as a scout?" one ensign asked. Reyes smirked, lighting a battered cigar. "Let them. It's the truth." He exhaled smoke into the recycled air, eyes glinting with dangerous amusement. "After all, we were just looking around.